Hello and welcome to another video. In this tutorial, we're breaking down a project inspired by Bushbaby's tracks, Desire 96, Locked On, Time of Our Lives, and Feel the Rush. The project file, presets, and samples are available on my Bandcamp, linked in the description, along with a few additional bass presets. And finally, if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Our BPM is 138 and we're in the key of E minor. Let's start with the kick. It's short and punchy, like lots of kicks in modern UKG. It's 909 derived. Next we have the drums group. The clap is dry and impactful. This sample originates from the Lin drum. In Desire 96, Bushbaby seems to use transient shaping on the clap, and I'm emulating this using drum bus. We have 4 different snares, and these are adding triplet flavored swing. In Locked On, Bushbaby uses as many as 5 snares, and this helps add variety to our drums. Drum loops are essential for speed garage, and this element really helps tie the perks together. As you can hear, it helps imbue the loop with that familiar garage shuffle. If you feel like your speed garage drums are lacking something, adding a drum loop would be my first suggestion. I'm sidechaining the loop via the kick to make it feel extra bouncy. Now let's move on to the high perks. First, we have a mixture of closed and open hats. Again, we're using some triplet rhythms. These are in a drum rack, and I've used the choke feature for a tighter feel. Modern Speed Garage is pretty maximalist with its open hats, and I've used 4, including the one from the loop. If you are layering multiple open hats, make sure they're from different sound sources or drum machines to avoid phase problems. Then we've got the background rides. And we're using tremolo for sidechaining. The ride adds shimmer to the top ends, helping the drums feel more energetic. The shaker adds an accent and complements the snares. And finally, there's some vinyl noise. This is subtle, but it adds more grittiness to the texture of the drums. I've used a gate with the drum loop triggering it, and then a sidechain effect, again using tremolo. So without and with. I've applied this MPC groove to everything in the drums group, and using a triplet swing like this one is a convenient way to get that UKG feel. On the group, there's drum bus, glue compression, and saturator, all in parallel. Then there's an EQ, wider since the drums felt a bit one-dimensional, and G-clip for more distortion and hard limiting. Both wider and G-clip are free and linked below. Finally, there's sidechaining from the kick for more bounce. Bushbaby's drums are very dry, so I've applied a small amount of a short reverb just to help the mix feel like it's in a space. I've chosen the basement preset for this project. Next up, the basses, starting with the warping Reese. This bass line is mainly inspired by Time of Our Lives, and we have these melodic leaps in fifths and the descending run at the end of the phrase, contributing to the bass line's bouncy feel. There's also lots of variation with individual note lengths, which is another effective way of adding bounce and dynamics to your speed garage bass lines. Let me know if you'd like me to cover Bushbaby's bass lines in more depth in a future video. In Serum, oscillators A and B are using the add seconds waveform. Both have been taken down by 2 octaves, are detuned in opposite directions for that warbly texture, and I've tweaked their wavetable positions. Oscillator C is using harmonic morph and is also taken down by 2 octaves. This oscillator helps add thickness. A, B, and C are routed to this low pass filter with key tracking activated, so the higher the note we play, the more the filter opens. Filter 1 is being routed solely to bus 2, and we'll take a look at this in a sec. For the subsection, we've got a sine wave pitched down by 2 octaves, adding low end weight. This is routed solely to bus 1. There's a video I made when Serum 2 came out, which explains this workflow in more depth, and I'll link this below. So for bus 1, the sub is routed to a compressor and a splitter with a utility muting the highs. So this is just bus 1. For bus 2, everything else is routed to a distortion, hyper, chorus, EQ, and a utility monoing the bass below 400 Hz. Finally, there's a splitter, but this time the lows are muted using a utility. On the channel, there's an EQ. Next, we've got the sub drop. In Serum, we have a square wave taken down by 2 octaves, with its unison taken up to 7, routed to filter 1, and modulating the cutoff of this low pass filter with LFO2, with the array of LFO2 modulated by LFO3, creating some warbly randomness as the cutoff moves around. We've got the same routing sub as the previous patch, so a sine wave sub taken down by 2 octaves going to bus 1, and then the filter routed to bus 2. Bus 1 is identical to the last patch. For bus 2, again, we have that utility monoing below 400 Hz and a distortion before the splitter and another utility muting the lows. You may have noticed the pitch dropping, and this is from LFO1. On the basis group, there's utility, narrowing the stereo image because both patches are quite wide. We have a multi-band compressor for just the sub-frequencies. Then drum bus for warmth, and tremolo and compression, both for sidechaining. Finally, there's some subtle reverb via send A. Let's move on to the effects group. This group is all about ear candy. We've got a crash and 2 sirens. These both utilize echoes. And for the wheel siren, there's pitch shifting after the echo. Bushbaby uses a similar sample and technique in Locked On. There's also a bleep, again with echo, plus a noise riser and a pitch downer. And there's some echo on the latter. These effects elements create motion and dynamics, and this is even more essential in 4 to the floor music. The spin helps punctuate the end of the loop. Then we have the lead. As you can see, it's just playing the root note. Like with the drums, I've applied the groove to the MIDI for some extra swing. In Serum 2, oscillators A and B are saw waves, with each detuned by 12 semitones in opposite directions. We have this plucky amp envelope, and in the effects, there's hyper and chorus for width, with a distortion and compressor in between. I'm using OTT style multiband for some bright digital compression. On the channel, there's EQ, mostly to remove a resonance, and sidechaining using the tremolo. On the effects group, there's drum bus and glue, both in parallel, EQ, and finally wider. Reverb is applied via A. Finally, there's the Vox group. These chops are used more rhythmically than melodically, almost like percussion. This approach was inspired by Desire 96 with its snappy vocal chops adding a human touch. I've kept the first two chops fairly dry, although there's subtle echo on Vox 1. As well as sidechaining via a tremolo. We've got more tremolo on Vox 2. And then dubby echo on the time stretch vocals.
It's mad. It's mad. It's mad.
And as you can probably hear, it's our old friend Raz Kitchen, just in time for Christmas. On the group, we have very similar inserts and settings to the effects, but this time we have chorus as well. Finally, reverb is applied via A. And that's the project. If you found this breakdown useful, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And don't forget, the project file, presets, and samples are available on my Bandcamp, linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the new year.